Hello, everyone. I'm Doug VanDagens, and I know I'm standing between you and drinks, and my team and the Lions game, the second half of the Lions game. So, unlike my priest in the Catholic Church I attend, I will be short. First of all, just a couple of things. One, if I were sitting in your shoes, I might wonder, is this going to go? Is this the opportunity that Ford's describing to me? And I've been doing this for a while. I've been doing it. Ford first introduced a phone into the car in a product called Lincoln Rescue in 1996. We introduced Lincoln VCS telematics in 2001, and we started a lot of initiatives here and had a lot of automotive firsts. And what I want to tell you is this is truly a unique opportunity for you guys. If you're wondering about, is this going to go? How do we compete with CarPlay? How do we compete with Android Automotive? What I'm here to tell you is that we will compete. I'm going to tell you that I believe that this is going to be an automotive standard. And I believe that for a number of reasons. One, we understand the vehicle better than anybody else. And the automotive companies, and Scott and Julius and John have been talking to you about the conversations we've been having. You can see there's been a number of initiatives to try to start a standard like MirrorLink. And the automotive companies want to maintain some things that CarPlay and Android Auto don't give them. Brand differentiation, profit retention, data analytics, we get it. We get that the data is very valuable and we want to leverage it with partners like yourself. And there are a multitude of applications that yourselves and we are SMEs around that I think they aren't experts in. Vehicle performance, health reports, maintenance, data analytics on diagnostic information coming from the vehicle, embedded safety systems like lane change warning, adaptive cruise control, pre-crash events like seatbelt pre-tensioners, trailer towing apps, stolen vehicle tracking, disablement, dealer apps for repairs, parts, service. All of those things are very rich applications that other people are SMEs around. And I believe that Smart Device Link is the right solution. It was architected with developers in mind. We have more global app partners than any other automotive OEM, over 60, and over 50 of those launched with Ford first. And they did that because it was architected with you guys in mind. Because we can have hackathons and have working code by the next morning. We had Pandora, Spotify, Wall Street Journal, USA Today, Amazon Cloud Player. The list goes on that all chose freely to launch with Ford first. And a lot of these guys weren't that big when we launched with them. I remember Julius and I launched a few of these, and we had companies come up and say, hey, a whole bunch of angel investors and venture capital people just came and approached me after we made our announcement with Ford at CES. And these companies grew, not Wall Street Journal, but some of the smaller ones. And they thanked us for partnering with them. So believe me when I tell you this is a unique opportunity. We're good at HMI, Ford Motor Company. We like to say before there was Siri, there was Sync. We had voice in the car in 2007. So we've been pioneers in this industry. I think we offer the right balance in our vehicles of voice, vehicle HMI, and touchscreens. Yes, touchscreens are coming to Ford with AppLink and SDL very, very soon. We know that's a predecessor to success, and it's coming. So with that, what I wanted to do is, for those of you who are going to participate in the event tonight, is we've been doing this for a while. We've seen a lot of apps. And we've helped a lot of people. And you guys understand a lot of the app space better than we do. But I just wanted to offer a couple of hints and tips and tricks in terms of apps that we found are successful as you go into this endeavor tonight. First of all, make your app related to vehicle or the vehicle driving experience. Make it something people want to do while they're in the car. I remember looking at an email app 6 years ago for the car. And you could sort it by who sent it to you and the priority flag and all that stuff. And it took you 15 minutes to organize your email. And while the vehicle represents downtime and an opportunity to sell something to people, people don't want to do their frickin' email in the car. They can do it 10 times faster on their screen. So pick stuff that people want to do in the car. That's probably the number one tips and tricks. You know, if you need to see a photograph or an image, it's probably not the right thing. Leverage the new capabilities that Scott and Julius have been talking about with SDL. You know, the media player stuff has been done pretty well. There's a chance you'll find some innovative stuff there, but you know, look at the vehicle data. Look at push notifications. Think about what kinds of notifications would you want if you're in a car and you're driving and you can't use your phone. Voice pass-through. We have a very powerful engine on board, but there's much more powerful engines off board that you can access, right? So for complicated voice tasks like POI searches or complicated music tasks, that's something you can leverage. And then customize soft keys and presets. It's not all that new, but it's incredibly useful. Fast access to personalized content, auto starts, cached content. The thing about a HMI in a vehicle, if you're driving and you get stuck, you can't fix it. And if people can't fix it, they're going to ignore your app, right? Or they're going to use the app itself to do the task, not the HMI we've set up in the vehicle. So you've got to be even more careful about having a really simple UI that can be used in the car and is intuitive. And you've got one-press buttons to get to the content or the data you want. If you went off and you cached some content, you know, don't ask the person in the vehicle if that content should come up. Just when they access that app, it automatically comes up. Or let them set presets in the app so that it automatically comes up. Minimize the UI that they have to interface with in the car. Of course, distraction. We're always going to look at distraction when we're looking at your app. So be cognizant of that. If we look at it and you know, we think it's not safe while driving, we're going to reject it. Let me just scroll down here for a couple more tips and tricks. On the intuitive thing, right? Messing around with Google Now. Sounds like a great thing to have in the car, or Google Maps, you know, which is somebody we're partnering with. There's stuff that happens that you don't know why it happens when you're driving. The audio cuts out, or you don't know why for Google Now it can't find your latest, you know, flight information. When it's confusing in the car, it's going to be difficult and people aren't going to use it. And you can't count on our dealers to train the users. If you think our dealers are going to sit there and have a 20-minute training session on your app, it's not going to happen. You know, they've got a checkout process that takes an hour. They're talking to them about complicated safety systems like lane change departure warning, things like that. So it has to be self-explanatory. And then the last thing is, you know, be innovative, of course, and that's what you guys are just really good at. You know, new categories and new applications, mashups, things that you can do while you're driving and not driving so it works seamlessly as you get in and out of the car. I mean, that's something that would really work well. And then the last thing is avoid competing with the industry giants in their core area of expertise. That's going to be really difficult. But other than that, again, this is an incredibly unique opportunity for you guys. The people here in this room, people like Julius and Joe and Kevin and Scott and John Ellis, are the people that are going to be looking at myself, are going to be looking at your apps. If we see some unique opportunity for our customers, we'll jump all over it. We've got more apps than any automotive company in the world. You can be famous. We've set it up so it's easy to work with. So I know it's been a long session. I know a lot of people have been yakking at you, and I want to go drink and I want to go watch the Lions game. So this is unique. Get all fired up to come and hack, and I don't think you'll see too many opportunities like this in the automotive industry or elsewhere. We've got up to 7.5 million vehicles that are going to be on the road with this technology in a few years. So have at it tonight, and thank you very much. You guys make us successful. Take care.